saying? Oh my god. Don't be so awkward, don't be so awkward. Literally rehearsing my lines. What is this doing? Is that better? I don't... What? Please? Okay. Hi vlog, it's Anna and this is my very first video. Yes, this is my very first video, and even though my poor little writer heart is terrified, I'm gonna post it anyway. You're doing what? So please be nice. If you are anywhere on the writing internet, you already know that Camp NaNoWriMo is a writing event that happens every July. You get to pick your own goal, unlike the event in November when you have to write 50,000 words. Yes, this vlog is a little bit late, but as we all know and as you'll see in the clips, time in lockdown does not exist. Now, in the past, camps have not been very successful for me. For whatever reason, the rigidity of the normal November events means that I usually do better. I really wanted to have a successful camp, and that meant keeping it realistic. So the goal that I picked was to add 10,000 words to my work in progress. And if you're wondering what that is, it is a new adult elemental fantasy that I call SOTW. Just to keep it secret, keep it fun, and make it harder for me to say. I really wanted to just do something that was very achievable. It would fit easily into how busy I was with work and life already, and it should just help me figure out what a consistent writing habit would look like if I were to just keep something up every week without really pushing myself too hard. It wouldn't be putting my nose to the grindstone necessarily, but it would be keeping writing more top of mind. So with all that being said, this is how it went. Hi vlog. Day one. I just had such a slow start, but eventually got around to it and got about 700-ish words, I think. Oh, maybe it was less than that. Oh no, I think it was less than that. Yes, so I'm also at a point now where I'm a little bit stuck on something. And if I just like bulldoze ahead without figuring it out, I'm gonna write myself into a plot hole. Set a really low goal for camp so that I wouldn't have to bust ass and I could do it right. I should slow down and figure this out. I have another write-in with my writing group at 7. It's 2 p.m. now, so I have a little bit of time to try and figure out how to fix this. Hi vlog, it is July 4th, possibly one of the weirdest July 4ths and the most unpatriotic July 4ths I've ever had. I've been inside for I don't even know how many days with just taking breaks to walk in the park and getting really sick of walking in the park. I feel like when this pandemic is over, I will never go to that park probably ever again. Today I just wanted to go on a drive, and it was the first drive I've taken by myself in a really long time, and it just feels so normal to be driving somewhere that I instantly felt so much better. I'm just putting on clothes and leaving the house, and I'm here at Barnes & Noble, which they just opened a couple of weeks ago again. Book shopping is hopefully one of those things where it'll be easier to stay 6 feet apart, and the parking lot is actually emptier than I've ever seen it. It's so weird, so that's a good sign. This is kind of my first foray into doing something semi-normal, and we'll see. Oh my gosh, once again, Mary HK Toy gets the most beautiful covers of all time. Like, but half of me is like, why are we putting plastic on books? Okay. That was really nice. It was so empty. And it was so quiet, but it was peaceful. What I got will be a surprise to no one who's ever been on BookTube for like 0.2 seconds. Scythe, My Plain Jane, Six of Crows, which they didn't have in paperback, so you got me. I got the hardcover. I better like it. I did not like the Grishaverse trilogy whatsoever, but everyone goes crazy about the duology, so took a chance. I definitely am thankful for the decision that I made to have a chill, laid-back camp. I've I've had a couple of other like little writing sessions, and it's just nice to not feel the pressure to output a huge amount of words. And I think that's what I'm learning, is that I don't really gel well with the NaNoWriMo mindset, even though I've done it and won it twice. It makes me write bad. I don't mind necessarily if it takes longer, because it makes more sense. And I kind of realized that I had a plot hole. I basically needed two characters to meet up again. I didn't want it to just be like, oh, you know, they walk down the road and what a coincidence, there they are, just the person I need to talk to. Like, that was the sort of thing I would have done in a NaNoWriMo situation, and just been like, whatever, get the conversation out and figure out the logistics later. But I kind of like being able to stop and say, okay, I'm just going to take this like writing session to figure out how to plot this so it makes sense. Day 5, and it went really well. I have almost 900 words for the day. I got on and did the first 2 hours of the live stream that all the author tubers are doing for camp, and it was just so great. I think let's all give a round of applause. This is my one-handed round of applause to the author tubers for putting something like this on for us, for the community. You know, they don't have to give their time and do live streams as often as they do, but it's so awesome and so helpful. I do have to start work again tomorrow. I've been on vacation this whole time. So just when I'm getting into the groove of writing every day and imagining what a routine of just writing looks like, it's over and back to reality. As for the story, that's still going really well too. Things are about to really kick into high gear. And my two characters are about to start really hating each other. And I'm excited. Hi vlog, long time no check-in. It's July 22nd, holy cow. Time is a weird thing lately. All the days just blur together, and it's so easy to lose track of how many days it's been since I actually opened up my document. Yeah, where did the month go? I'm behind. I guess maybe I overestimated how easy 10K would be. I'm definitely still confident that I'll meet 10K by the end of the month, but you definitely still have to put the time in thoughtfully and purposefully. Sometimes a whole 4 or 5 days goes by and, you know, I might not even necessarily realize it. Still chipping away a little bits, but haven't had the really awesome writing days I had at the beginning of the month when I was on vacation, which is understandable, but I'm really missing those long writing sessions where I was just totally riding the wave of a scene or two scenes from beginning to end. I don't know exactly where I am actually in terms of word count. I went through and fixed up my NaNoWriMo graph, and I think I'm somewhere in the 4,000 to 5,000 range. And I'm hoping tomorrow will be the day where I can turn things around in the morning at least. I have a write-in with my writing group on Zoom from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. so I'll do that before I even log on for the day. We'll see. So hopefully tomorrow is the day where it all goes up from here. Woo! We are at my standing work desk right now. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Oh, my shirt is really wrinkly. I'm logged on to work now, but it was a really good writing morning and got about 1,000 words this morning, so I feel very accomplished. Definitely still not on track. So I've got more to do because today's July 23rd. Today's July 23rd. Oops. I think I'm somewhere in the 5,000 or 6,000 now. So we shall see. But I think I fixed something that was holding me up. I had kind of deviated from my outline a little bit. And I think I learned that that's a bad idea. You know, I know what's best in the moment. I've written this far, and if I want to change it, I probably know why I should change it. So I thought. And I got to a point where it just wasn't working anymore, and I didn't know how to go forward. Because a character knew something too soon. Go back to the way you had it in your outline. Please. I didn't actually go back and rewrite the parts that I had done yet. But I just put a little part in saying, change this, go back to outline, make it this way, XYZ, and then I'm just going to keep going. Also, I forgot to mention the cool thing that did happen, you know, in the past week when I was just kind of doing 200 words here or there, you know, just chipping away little bits, is I finally surpassed 30,000 words in my draft. Cool. Every time I do Nano, 30K is where it starts to feel real, and it starts to feel like you can call it your book. It starts to have its own feeling and continuity, and it starts to feel like this big thing that you might be able to hold in your hands instead of just like a few pages in a Google Doc. Even though I haven't hit my camp goal, my overarching goal was to reach 30K. I have in my bullet journal a little graph. I have many failed graphs in here that are very sad, but this one was not a fail. This time around, I kind of had a mindset change. Instead of, you know, breaking it down like must hit this, instead I just tracked how much I do. I think this was back in March I set this up. I just said, I just want to see how long it takes me to get to 30K. See if I'm really into this, see if I really have momentum. And just that mindset shift from putting a task on myself to just watching myself. I don't know if watching is the right word. Being accountable to myself, I guess, maybe. I just want to see how long it took, which instantly kicked in my competitive side and made me want to do it sooner. So maybe that's why it worked. It is 7:18. I hit the 30K. Yay. And yeah, I had a couple days in here from before March, but March is really where I started consistently working on this draft. And you'll see at the top I called it Journey to the Fun Draft, because the whole point of this was just to have fun. It was just to write when I felt like it, and when I didn't, to not. And if a scene wasn't working, I would do something else, make it different, make it more fun, make it interesting, make it have tension. And the whole point of this draft is just to distract myself. This book is supposed to be one of those books that will grab you and help you escape and just be completely buried in a story. Those have always been my favorite reading experiences, so I wanted to try and make the writing experience that way too. I know that the nano badges are like so messed up right now, but hey, I'll take it. Woo! 5K, you're 10% of the way there. Well, I'm 50% of the way to my camp goal, which is what we're doing right now. But thanks for getting me down. Man. Okay. Hi, it is July 24th. It is July 24th. July is going by so quickly. Yikes. Yeah, okay, so I had a good writing day yesterday, and then promptly was a lazy ass in the evening and did nothing. So I want to do some math now and figure out how many words I need to write every day for the rest of the month in order to hit my 10K goal. Okay, so here is my screen, my stats, my sad little flat line. And we are at 5,860. No words yet for today. So let me hold my calculator.
And then, let's see, how many days are left in July? Today's 24, so 7 days.
Okay, so I need to write basically 600 words a day for the rest of July in order to do this. Now, all in all, 591 words is not that bad. You know, I could get that done in an hour, no problem. But the problem really is just taking an hour out of every day and gosh darn doing it. I could also have a couple of other longer, really good days. For instance, on Saturday, I'm having another write-in with my writing group, so I could get upwards of that and do really well. So just have to be conscious about balancing it and being a little more thoughtful about my time than I have been being. Yes, so that was the end of July. I didn't film a lot of clips the last 2 days because I really just had to push myself to catch up, and that was all I was focused on. I did feel burnt out those last 2 days, but my goal was so low that I just really had no excuse. Just really pushed through and did lots of sprints to try and get to the end. And we did! We hit the 10K. I said we, but I really mean me. Just me. Overall, it went really well. I was really excited to see the novel start moving into the midpoint. I have a tendency to write really solid act ones and then just peter off into nothing and give up on a draft. I also know it's about to get more challenging. So, 10K is exactly what I thought it would be. It is a realistic, achievable goal that I can easily add to my draft every month if I just keep writing top of mind. If I write every weekend, if I write a couple of weekdays in small chunks, it does add up. I can fit 10K into my normal life. If by some random chance there's anyone watching this video that did Camp NaNoWriMo last month, I'd love to hear how it went. What was your goal? Did you pick something easy or did you pick something more challenging? And how did it go? I don't know how to wrap up a vlog. How do you end it? Do you just say the end? I'm just gonna say the end. Okay. Good talk. The end.